Jonas here, again with Ashley, here with Vacation Rental 101. All things vacation rentals and second homes for the Phoenix metro area. I'm super excited to dive in again, share these exciting topics with you. We just want to ask for a small favor. If you guys could take some time to like, subscribe, and just share our channel with other people. You know, we just launched this a few months ago. Already been getting some amazing traffic. We got people reaching out across the United States, kind of interested in the Phoenix metro market. So it's just kind of reassuring with the fact that we're providing relevant and informational content that people could utilize. But today we'll be discussing what, Ashley?
We are going to be talking about the seasonality of the rental expectations for your second home or vacation rental. So just like we've had a few people reach out from all over the United States, in the event you have questions about any of the content that you've seen and you want to see how something like that would pertain to you and your situation specifically, reach out to Jonas or I, and we're happy to kind of do a deeper dive with you specifically.
Well, I think a big one, especially with people coming from other markets, is like every market is different. So
Totally.
Obviously, you know what I mean, if you're like comparing like say like a Colorado to to Florida to Hawaii versus Arizona. So
Absolutely.
People are coming that aren't familiar with this market are kind of coming in with different expectations, don't really know what the highs and lows and kind of what that looks like and how to kind of navigate that process. But that is
Absolutely.
something that you are an expert at.
Yeah,
and where you come
thank
in.
you.
So,
Yeah, I think that when people are coming in from outside of our market, which a lot of our investors do, they don't realize that there is a low season here and there's a peak season.
Yeah.
And it's really broken up into 3 or 4 sections, kind of dependent upon your logic. But it normally is January through April is when an investor or an owner is going to make the majority of their money. So in the event you own something here and it's a true second home for you, you're going to want a vacation in May, or you're going to want to come out in September, so you can really maximize the occupancy as well as your nightly return for your rates, because it's going to be the absolute highest during those 4 months.
Depends on what your priority is too. Because
Totally.
you were just talking with the client. Actually, they found us on the YouTube channel, and his priority was primarily a second home, and he just wanted to offset his expenses.
You're right.
He had very reasonable, realistic, expectations as far as what the monetary side look like for him. So, but somebody who's a true hardcore seasoned investor, just talking about
Just
the numbers,
looking at those numbers.
looking at the numbers. So in the low season, obviously, there's different strategies and as far as kind of who to plug in and what to do with the rates and stuff like that. What does that look like?
Yeah, absolutely. So typically people are concerned about what June, July, and August looks like as far as their occupancy rate is concerned. And in a lot of cases, if you're running your property like a true Airbnb where you have like a 2 or 3 night minimum, your occupancy is really going to suffer. And you also get the lowest rate per night. So what we normally suggest is plugging in someone for a longer term and kind of thinking of your property as more of like a corporate rental, where you're looking to have someone stay for like a 30, 60, or 90-day stint. Your occupancy then obviously is 100% because you have somebody there the full time, but you're going to have less wear and tear on your property, and you're going to be getting a consistent amount for the duration of their stay. So in a perfect scenario, it's enough to at least cover your monthly expenditure.
Well, I think one of the upsides, obviously, to Phoenix particularly, is it's such a hot relocation destination.
Totally.
There's so many people that are moving here from out of state, out of area. There's people building homes. We still have this extreme shortage of inventory, both on the rental and resale side. So, when you're looking at it, it's not always going to be a true, Airbnb model, vacation rental. So, is what we want to do is we want to minimize vacancies, you know what I mean? Because those will kind of cover your expenses, float you through those, slower, months, the doldrum months. A lot of times when you're doing a longer lease like that, you could also, pull a lot of the utility costs out of your name. So if somebody's coming in and, maybe they're coming here and relocating, from California or something like that, or having a home built, or your company brought them out here, it's not uncommon to basically have them take over all utility costs, maybe with the exception of like, pool landscape and stuff like that. But then that way, you're not eating those costs during that time. And then when the gravy months come back, where it starts to trickle in, like, November, December, and then again, January to April is the moneymaker. That's where your money's at. But it's kind of, being able to pivot, being involved and being in your calendar and just making sure,
so important.
It's not an issue whether or not you're going to get at least, it's at what rate you're going to get at least. So when people just do the set it, forget it kind of strategy, that's not going to work. You need to be in there, see what the competitors are doing, see what the market's doing, and adjust accordingly, and then you'll get butts in those properties. So
the people that do
Yeah.
not take a proactive approach
Yeah.
in managing the rates and the dates on their calendar ultimately end up leaving money on the table.
Yeah.
So whether you're self-managing or you're having a property management team, do it for you,
Yep.
it's going to be really important that whomever is keeping their eye on those calendars, that they're really, really familiar with the ebbs and the flows of
Yeah.
our market.
there's some good tools that are coming out, some pricing strategy tools that kind of do more dynamic pricing stuff. So that way, if you got a normal 9 to 5 job, you just don't have time to just sit there and babysit your calendar.
Totally.
There is technology out there, for this, or again, partnering with, folks like ourselves, to kind of assist with that.
Yeah.
But no, I think this is all great information. Hopefully there's value in there. If there is any questions, where do they find us?
Yeah, they can find us at epicphoenix.com. You can find us on Instagram, on Facebook. My phone number, Jonas's phone number, is plastered all over the website.
Yep.
So if you need us, call us. We'd be happy to hear from you.
Absolutely. Look forward to it. Until next time, please, like I said, subscribe. Any relevant videos that you'd like to see, it's great. We're breaking it up kind of into a video library. So if you're kind of more familiar with certain topics than others, you just skip around it at whatever's relevant to your needs. So anyways, please reach out. We'd love to help. And until next time, thank you so much for joining us.
See you later.